At this point, we've almost worked our way through all of the Bronx subway lines. We took a break yesterday to go over to Queens, check out the Astoria line. But let's head back to the Bronx and keep going with the last few lines there. Today we're gonna head up and get started on the Pelham line. The line looks too long for me to shoot in one day, so I'm gonna go ahead and deliberately break this up into 2 trips. So today we'll start with the lower part, get started there. If you're just finding this channel, I pick up places in New York City to go explore, and I take you with me. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. For now, let's head back to the Bronx. Let's go. First stop is 3rd Avenue, 138th Street. We've crossed the Harlem River now, we're in the Bronx. Like I said, now we're working on the Pelham line. This is an A division line served by the number 6 train. It was built as part of the dual contracts, and the stations opened between 1918 and 1920. This line has both underground and elevated stations. The underground stations are here at the beginning of the line. Up toward the other end of the line, there'll be elevated stations. So remember, the upper part of the Lexington Avenue line, the Lexington Avenue extension, opened in July of 1918. This is an extension off of that. This station, 3rd Avenue, 138th Street, was the first station to open this line. And this station first opened in August 1918. By January 1919, the line had extended up to Hunts Point Avenue, and they kept extending it up from there after that. This is an express station, 2 island platforms, 3 tracks. The Diamond 6 stops here at peak times on weekdays. There are mezzanines with crossovers. There is a cross under that's been closed off. And there's a high ceiling in the station, and it actually has an old tower that's right there. Heading south, the line merges with the Jerome Avenue line and goes under the Harlem River and heads into the Lexington Avenue line. And up to the north, this line kind of cuts to the east and then heads up into the Bronx. Unlike the other 2 lines we've already ridden, they kind of go more straight north into the Bronx. Also heading south, there was actually a provision planned to make this connect with what would have been the 2nd Avenue subway line to take congestion off of the Lexington Avenue line. That hasn't happened yet though. This station is Brook Avenue. This opened with that first extension of the Pelham line in January of 1919. Underground local station, 2 side platforms, 3 tracks. Both platforms have original dual contracts mosaics. The extensions of the platforms are noticeable because they're narrower and don't have any columns. There are no crossovers or cross-unders at this station. This is Cypress Avenue. This also opened with that first set of extensions on the Pelham line in January of 1919 as part of the dual contracts. Underground local station, 2 side platforms, 3 tracks. And there's also no crossover or under at this station. There is a closed newsstand that's been tiled over though. I'm guessing that might be the newsstand. Now we're at East 143rd Street. The station opened with that same part of the extension, January of 1919. Underground station again, 3 tracks, 2 side platforms. Once again, there are no crossovers or cross-unders at this station. And by the numbers, this is the least used station in the Bronx and the least used IRT station citywide. East 149th Street. This also was part of that first extension of the Pelham Line, opened in January 1919. Again, the platform extensions are noticeable because they're narrower and they don't have any columns, unlike the rest of the platform. There's another local station, 2 side platforms, 3 tracks, no underpass or overpass. And apparently there's another closed newsstand that has been tiled over. Here's that tiled over newsstand. This is Longwood Avenue. This also opened at that first extension of the line in January of 1919. Underground station, 2 side platforms, 3 tracks. No crossovers or unders at this one either. This is Hunts Point Avenue. This also opened with that original extension of this line in 1919. In fact, at the beginning, this was the end of that first extension, and this was the terminal of that line for a little while. We're still underground here. This is an express station, 2 island platforms, 3 tracks. Diamond 6 stops here during weekday rush hours. This is the last underground station, though, before we head back outside. And just like that, we're outside. This is Whitlock Avenue. From here on out on the line, the rest of the stations are elevated. So this station opened with the second extension in May of 1920, when the line was extended up to East 177th Street. Elevated station has 2 side platforms, 3 tracks. The station is adjacent to an abandoned railroad station, Westchester Avenue, which was served by the New York, Westchester, and Boston Railroad and the Harlem River branch of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad. We talked about the NYWB in our Dyer Avenue episode. Check that one out if you haven't seen it. Currently, that line is used by Amtrak. The former NYWB line was proposed to be converted into an extension of the Dyer Avenue line, leading to this station rather than its current terminus at East 180th Street, which we visited in the IRT White Plains line. You should check that episode out if you haven't seen it. This station is also located right next to the Sheridan Expressway. You can see the abandoned NYWB station over there. Let's see if I can get closer to it. You can also see that after this station, the line bends that way. There we go, there's that abandoned station. I've come this far, I've got to walk over to it now. That's fantastic. I'm glad I came over here. That was a fun side excursion. Now I've got 8 minutes though. This station is Elder Avenue. This is also part of that second extension, which opened in May of 1920, all the way up to East 177th Street. Another local station has 2 side platforms, 3 tracks, station house underneath. I can see the next station right there, which is Morrison Avenue. This station marks the halfway point, so I'm gonna call it quits for today. Getting kind of hungry. We'll pick up with Morrison Avenue next time and head all the way up to Pelham Bay Park. sure what a 3 is doing over here. A beautiful cross-platform transfer did not work that time. I'm back up to the east side after a nice look at the lower half of the Pelham Line. Be sure to keep an eye out for the second part coming soon. Even those dual contract stations are pretty good looking. If you're just finding this channel, be sure to check out all the rest of the episodes already available on YouTube up to the east side. Like and subscribe, tell all your friends about it, and look for new episodes every Friday. Thanks for coming with me to explore New York City. I'll see you next time.